Hi, I'm Tech O from techo.com, your business growth website. Now, let me ask you, are you tired of spending money on marketing activities and getting bad return on investment on your spending? Or worse, are you not even marketing properly, not even marketing strategically because it's too hard? You know, there's an old joke, something really bad happens when you don't market. Nothing. And that's really bad when you're in business. Now, I've created a new marketing system that's really easy to follow. I've had 35 years of experience in advising and helping and coaching entrepreneurs and small business people in order to build long-term sustainable businesses. And of course, one of the ways they do that is to make sure they're selling by making sure that they're marketing properly, efficiently, and effectively. I've created the system called the Smart Marketing System. 7 easy steps to more sales, and it really is 7 easy steps that you can do if you follow through. Let me run you through them. Step number 1 is to know your real product. What's he talking about, you say? Of course I know what I'm selling. I know my product. Well, I challenge you. Do you know your product from the shoes of your customer? Are you considering why they're buying your product in terms of their wants and needs? Or are you in fact selling your product from your knowledge of why it's good? You need to stand in the shoes of your customer so that you're actually providing them with messages that meet their needs as opposed to shoving something down them that you know is good. It's kind of like the medicine thing, you know? You have to make that medicine sweet. Step number 2 then is to know your real customer. And again you say, well, I know who's buying from me. Yes, but are you attracting the right type of customer that's actually ready to buy when you approach them? What you need to do is find your ideal target market, your ideal customer, by describing them and understanding exactly why they might want to buy from you, and by understanding exactly their hesitancies, their wants, their pain points, so that you can approach them in the right way and they're ready to buy. Step number 3 then is to match your own internal resources to be able to meet customer needs. What I mean by that is this. Very often, the customer might not just need your product. They might need it in a certain way. They might need it delivered directly to the door, or they might need it through an online outlet. Or they might need it packaged in a certain way so that it looks good when they show it off to their neighbors. So remember, it's not good enough selling your product as is. You have to make sure that all the systems around delivery and the placement of the product and even the promotion of it is set up to meet their emotional needs. Step number 4 is to set your selling price as a marketing factor. Now I know, you set your selling price to make a profit. Sure. You set your selling price to make sure you're not driving people away. Sure. But there is a selling price strategy that you need to consider. Once you know what your real product is, once you know what your real customer is, you need to ask yourself, am I selling at a premium price to attract that type of customer, or am I in fact turning them off if I offer a premium price? Is my product like a $2 discount store type product? If that's the case, then I must know that so that the messages I give them suits that product. And therefore the selling price has to be part of that message. Am I in fact selling my skill and experience? 2 different things, by the way. Experience is the practical ability to do things. Skill might be something that you've academically learned. If you were a lawyer, you'd be selling your academic skills when you first start out. But after 30 years experience, you'd be selling your skills and experience, and you'd be comfortable then in charging 25% more than a 21-year-old lawyer, for example. So setting your selling price as part of your marketing. Step number 5 is then to identify the appropriate activities. Now, when I say that, most people say, well, advertising, where do I put my advertising? That's what you mean by appropriate activities, right? No. Marketing is way beyond advertising. Marketing is about getting the message out in a whole lot of different ways. For example, customer loyalty cards. That's actually a marketing activity because it sucks you in and ties you into that particular company because you want the points to be able to trade in for something. Giving a speech is a marketing activity. It's not advertising. You're displaying your credibility and your skill. So what you need to do in step number 5 is to identify the activities that most suit your product and your target customer. And there's an art to it. Then you go to step number 6 and you develop your campaign plan. This is where you get strategic. You don't just simply pepper off and start advertising and giving speeches and offering loyalty cards. You need to understand which part of the sales funnel your customer is in. Are they in the part where they're trying to identify what their needs are and who might suit their needs? In that case, you need to provide broadcast marketing activities that say, here I am, this is what I do. Are they in the part of the sales funnel that they're starting to investigate what products might be best for their need? In that case, you need to target them and say, hey, this is the kind of product. You want something to train your staff? Well, don't go to a school where the staff have to take 3 days off. Why don't you buy the set of DVDs that you can play at any time within your organization? And when you've got your campaign plan, you need to make sure that it's scheduled, because if you don't schedule it, it's just a to-do list. It needs to be scheduled in order for you to create that plan that you can follow and monitor. Which brings us to step 7. You finalize your plan, you implement your plan, and then you make sure you monitor that plan. You're getting feedback, you're finding out how much your returns are for each activity, and you're adjusting them in accordance with those results. There you are. Those are the 7 steps in my smart marketing system. Now, I've created this great course especially for you because it's designed for small businesses and entrepreneurs, even solo entrepreneurs, to take through and in 5 weeks go through these 7 steps in an online video training course. I've created a workshop format, so it's as if I was standing in front of you with all the downloadable templates and worksheets, and I will guide you using your knowledge of your business as to how this fits within a simple process. If you're interested, get on the link below. And also, if you'd like to have a look at it, why don't you buy my book, Smart Marketing, 7 Easy Steps to More Sales, that's available from Amazon right now. It's $20-something, under $20 probably if you get it at the right time. And you can then have a look at the system and decide if you want to join the course. It's a great course. I really say that. I've had a lot of testimonials saying it's really focused my clients' minds on what really matters in their marketing. Click on the link below right now.